this is Billy Joe. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, my video. Today's pick a card is the past, present, and future of your connection. So before we get started, and before you get your pile, of course, some of you is going to go ahead and go down to the description box and click that timestamp. And but let's go ahead and close our eyes for a minute. I want to start doing something new where we clear our energy before we pick our pile. So if you'll just sit down or get comfortable, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, your back is straight, release all the stress from today, remove the thoughts out of your mind, and just I want you to just listen to this singing bowl. I'm going to hit it a couple times, probably about 3 times. And then the last time I'm going to do the singing bowl sound. And I want you to just close your eyes and listen to the vibration. Feel it resonate through your body, through your energy field, releasing, breaking up and releasing all negative attachments, negative entities, negative energies, negative thought patterns. Allow it to cleanse all that out so that way you can then open your eyes and choose which pile you are drawn to. So let's get started. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Release. Take a deep breath. Release. Okay, that felt so beautiful. Open your eyes, and the first pile that you are drawn to, that is your pile. And I will meet you at your timestamp. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Let's go. Pile 1. Let's look into the past, the present, and the future of this connection. Of course, when it comes to future, keep in mind that energies change. It is fluid, so that way you can't, you're not going to get a definite answer, but you will get a roundabout idea of where this is headed if you continue making the choices that you and your person are continuing to make at this time. So, where it is headed, what's coming forward. But let's first look and see where has it been. So, Spirit, please tell us the past of pile 1's connection. Tell us about the past. What is the past of this connection? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and this time, usually I shuffle as I go and deal out as I go, but I'm going to go ahead and get the other cards that I want to get. Spirit, please show the past of this connection. Where has it been? past of this connection. Okay, I have more cards, but we're going to go ahead and start. So we have the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that in the past, you've dealt with someone in your connection, either you or your person, kind of was, you know, though you was really guarded. You didn't open up too much, you or your person. Probably, I'm hearing you, but take it how it resonates. So I'm going to read it like it's you that was guarded. Maybe you've been hurt in the past. Maybe you're someone that doesn't fall in love easily, which I don't blame you. I don't either. But they did have your curiosity. As far as your person, we have Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. That's interesting. Temperance, and Ten of Pentacles. Okay. In this connection, we have number 49, which is the Eye, and the Skull of Light. So now, the 49, it says, the eye when near denotes great interest taken by friends. When distant, it signifies suspicion. So we're taking that as near. So this may have started off as a friendship, and then you was just kind of like, maybe you was kind of slightly interested in them. So what's funny is we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So in this connection, one of you was slightly more awoken than the other, more farther along. One of you was Knight, and the other one was a Page. So you wasn't too far different as far as your awakening. You do have one that was, you know, what's funny is, so... And, you know, with Temperance here, this lets me know that y'all was trying to, you know, it's trying to get balance between you so that you can go to the Ten of Pentacles. In the past, this is the thought pattern that was going on with both of you. And I'm getting that you did start off as friends, but this is an awakening experience. We do have Skull of Light, which is, you know, it says illumination. Which to me, illumination is, you know, going through the awakening, being illuminated to truth. Quite possibly you learned things about each other. You know, the Skull of Light talks about, you know, you can choose to stay in the dark, or you can light a torch and find illumination and find truth. And, you know, this connection is more about, with the illumination talks about it's more about learning more about yourself. So, and it kind of had that significance with the Temperance card. Let me know, this is definitely some type of high-level soulmate connection here. So, the Page of Wands. So, it's like at the beginning, in the past, it was this connection that was, I'm hearing the word surreal. It was very passionate, very romantic, kind of adventurous. Maybe you took trips together. There's a lot of movement in these cards. So y'all liked to go on adventures together. Those that's going to resonate with this pile. If it doesn't resonate, you can always choose another pile. And possibly, this possibly isn't the pile for you or the reading for you, but that's okay. But in this connection, those that resonate with this one, there's a lot of movement. So there was like, you know, maybe you traveled together, maybe you went on adventures together. Possibly y'all learned new things together. There's 2 pages here. So you did learn some stuff together. And of course, this connection is, of course, about learning about yourself and beginning. So it's like the beginning of this journey. For some of you, you met when you were younger. And I'm getting you're probably, for most of you, you're not that old right now. You're probably, I'm hearing mid-20s, early 30s, but because you still you haven't gotten up to the queen or the king or the emperor or empress level yet. So you're still kind of youthful, still kind of adventurous. There, in this past energy, there was a lot of romance. It was romantic, a lot of endearing thoughts about each other. That sense of that stage in their relationship where you're floating, you're kind of high on the endorphins of love, right? You are falling in love and willing to take on any obstacle together. And have these ideas and dreams of growing old together, possibly having kids together. It was like that euphoric type of falling in love where you're just like, nothing in the outside of your bubble matters. So let's get some more of these cards here. But you had a deep friendship between you. And when you was together, it was like balanced. So it looks like with the Grim Reaper, there's some type of separation that happened. Maybe some type of argument, some type of miscommunication, disagreement. Karmic relationship. You have, of course, we know with elimination, this definitely was some type of learning connection, learning relationship. You were triggered. There was lessons that had to be learned and a lot of anger. So y'all may have took a little break from each other or went your little separate ways, or maybe had some type of breakup or separation. There's some type of miscommunication that caused this. We have soulmate, so this definitely lets me know that this definitely, just like I was saying with the Temperance, this is a soulmate connection. But all connections, even the people that trigger you and that you feel like you want to hate, for some reason I'm being told to go ahead and explain this. So you have someone who just really, like, whether you go to school with them or you work with them, it's like they make your life a living hell. But you know what? Those people that make your life a living hell are the soulmates that love you the most, because they chose to take on that terrible task of making you feel horrible, to trigger you, to hurt you, so that way you can grow. That's something you may not have known. So we have decision making and spiritual and enlightenment. So again, with that high level soulmate connection. So of course with the karmic lessons, and y'all just made a decision. Possibly, I'm getting to probably end it for a while. Maybe one of you made that decision to walk away. And this is probably very heartbreaking for you. Tell us about the past. Spirit, tell us about the past of this connection. We have deception. There was deception in here. Someone was wearing a false mask. Whether that's because of this holding back your emotions. One of you holding back your emotions, your true feelings. It made the other one feel like possibly they wasn't valued. They didn't get the validation that they required, whether that was you or your person. Also, and so that's what happens with deception. That's what happens when you wear a mask and don't allow the other person in. You have to learn to be vulnerable. So that might have been part of your lesson in your past with this person, was learning to be vulnerable. So if you mirror each other, you both had to learn that. And with that Four of Pentacles being on the bottom of the deck, I'm really strongly feeling that that is the theme for your past. It was a common lesson you both had to learn. What else did they learn in the past? What else was a lesson they had to learn, Spirit? So we have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm and elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. So the whole point was to choose love, not anger, not resentment. You know, every day, if we're in a connection, every day, if we're in a loving connection, we have to get up and choose love. You know, it's more than just falling in love. Falling in love is fun in the beginning, but when that wears off, then we have to learn to choose love. It's a conscious decision that we make every day. Ugh, why am I still with this person? Or you can change it with, I am so in love with you that I love you unconditionally. No matter what comes today, I choose to see through the eyes of love. And that is what you was trying to learn in your lesson. We have prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing to manage your finances with love. So your finances may have been affected in the past due to this connection. Maybe they took you for granted. We have trust. They, this person messed up your trust. So let's get these out of the way and we will look at your present. I'm going to pause it. Okay. Set those to the side. And now let's look at your present. What's going on in the present? What is going on in the present? Okay. Bottom of the deck. We have the Devil. So y'all are being tempted. Either you're being tempted or we've got some codependency going on, but we will take a further look and see what exactly it is. So we have the Four of Swords. You are still in separation. You both are still in separation. Possibly, to me, with the Devil being here, it's letting me know that y'all are mirroring, possibly being tempted with offers from other people, possibly money, possibly maybe possibly even some kind of drugs or alcohol, depending on, you know, just take it how it resonates for you. We have the Knight of Swords. So that's communication wanting to come in hard and heavy. Nine of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. So let's look at this. Well, what I'm getting is you both have pretty much gone through the ringer. Y'all have been, during your separation, been triggered so much through this connection. Possibly, I'm hearing, spying on each other's social media. Not just you, but him too. And if not spying on the social media, it's like checking in with, like, pick a card reading. It's, you know, trying to figure out what they're doing. That's called codependency. When you're not, you're more focused on your person than you are with yourself. So y'all had been exhausted from this. From, this Devil card tells me this, and the Nine of Wands. However, the Four of Swords also suggests going within and trying to do your work, but it's followed by the Knight of Swords, which tells me it's got all these birds just flopping and flying around in the wind. So even when you did try to meditate, it's like you kept getting distracted with these bombarding thoughts, and you're exhausted. You are exhausted. You feel beat down. You feel like you have you're put in a corner. Your back's against the wall, and you don't know what else to do. You're exhausted, and you feel like you're doing it on your own. But it's followed by the Seven of Pentacles, which lets me know that even though you feel this and you're experiencing it, you are successfully there. You are successfully evolving. The work is happening. You may feel like on your end that all this work you're doing, going within, meditating, trying to follow your intuition, trying to process your triggers, trying to grow spiritually and have your soul growth and be on your mission and your path and your journey, and you're exhausted. You're from your perspective, you can't possibly see. It's like you can't see. It's like you look back and you're like, oh, I've only traveled an inch. But what Spirit is telling me is, no. You've traveled miles and miles and miles. But you're looking down at such a high perspective, it looks small. For example, if you look down to see, if you're standing there, if you're standing on a highway and you look back to see how far you traveled, you're like, oh my God, look how far I've gone. But you've elevated so much higher that it's like you're looking down from an airplane. And you're like, wow, I didn't move hardly none at all. Do you see what I'm saying? Spirit showing me it's a higher perspective. And you don't realize it, but you've made a lot of progress. And this is you and your person mirroring. Present situation, present of their connection. My grandson is watching a Rio in there, so all I can hear is that music. Okay, so we have the number 30. This is the rod. This is near predicts family quarrels, distant, some kind of losses. So you're still having some type of problems, which explains why you have the Nine of Wands here. You feel exhausted. You can't see the own growth that you've had. We have number 37. Warns us against assaults. So you may feel like you've been assaulted, you've been battered, you're worn out. We have the number 28, the anchor. So, and then we have joy. So trying to find your own joy in this journey and in the present moment. The thing that I'm being drawn to, though, is we have all these leaves. Now, these are leaves that's fallen in the fall. And if you know, the leaves have fallen, they've died, they fell to the ground, they're kind of crunchy, and, they break easily, they're very fragile, but trying to see the joy, even though you feel like all your leaves have fallen to the ground, and you may feel like a tree with its branches that are bare. They're bare, they're naked, and you're wore out, and it's time to rest for the winter. So even though you may feel that way, know that you're anchored in the earth. You're that tree that's anchored into the earth. And that even though you feel like you're being assaulted from all angles, even from your person, know that you have the strength and the fortitude to withstand this storm. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about this current situation, the present. Okay. Let me pause it. I had a video card that fell. I don't even know if I can reach it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Healing heart. So you are healing your heartbreak, and we have mask, not showing true feelings. So y'all are still healing, and you're still not revealing yourselves to each other. You're still not, it's like you both have a wall up against each other. So this, for some of you, this relationship in the past was very toxic, very addictive. There was probably some narcissism, gaslighting. And it's still going on. So it's like there's still... Ooh, the energy with this one, this group is heavy. We have self-sufficient, balance, helping others, mentor, intellectual matters, end of learning phase, joyful times, and soulmate again. So, part of your current lesson is learning that you are self-sufficient. You're having to learn that in order and finding balance within yourself during the separation. You have to find the balance between your masculine and your feminine within yourself before, you have to come into balance within yourself before you can get it on the outside of yourself. As within, so without. And, and when you do that, you will come to the end of the separation. You'll come back into union with your soulmate, and it will actually be a happier reunion. It'll be more joyful. One of the ways that you can help also with intellectual matters, what I'm hearing, is to get out of your head. Use that energy for something creative, like helping other people. Possibly you may have your idea of wanting to start your own YouTube channel. You may want to learn Reiki. You have the potential of being, I'm hearing, Spirit's telling me you have the potential of becoming a ascended master. That's possibly quite you and your person's mission. Maybe your private mission. For some of you, that's going to resonate very strongly. Present moment, we have keep an open mind. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay? So, what else? Let's look and see what a lesson is for you. So remember, I know it's hard when you feel like you're battered and bruised, and you've been going through ego death after ego death, possibly been going through the dark night of the soul. We go through it sometimes many times, and it's just try to shift your thoughts and have optimistic thoughts. Try to be positive. Shift the negative into positive. And sometimes it's hard. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Sometimes it's really difficult When we are down and out, to have a positive thought. We have harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. So again, your lesson right now is harmony, balance within yourself. We have polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Balance your light and your dark, your masculine, your feminine. We have growth. Seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. So this is helping others mentor. And you may be, you have the potential of being ascended masters. But all masters begin as students. So again, like your past, you start off as a student, you're still a student. You still have more growth to go through. So this is where you are presently. I'm going to pull some cards for where you're going, what your future holds. Let me pause it. Okay, so now let's look at your future. Spirit, what is coming in the future of this connection? Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. So you are, you're losing sleep, and you are still stressed, still that sense of stressed out, but there's that birdie singing in the window. So you're still, but it shows me you're still learning, you're still doing your work, but you're not satisfied with where you're going. So, wow. Okay, let's get some more cards. We have the Six of Wands. So that's victory. So you have your back on the victory. So you're not seeing, again, you're not seeing how far you've come. You're not seeing how victorious you are. We have the Queen of Swords, the Chariot, and the Queen of Wands. Wow. Well, this tells me that for you to find victory, you're going to have to cut away the bullshit. Cut away your own bullshit. And I know this is going to trigger some people, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat my readings. But in order for you to find victory and to move forward into victory as the Queen of Wands, you're going to have to practice your Queen of Swords by cutting out some bullshit. And that's that negativity that's draining you. It's your own negativity that's draining you. Your thought patterns, your worry, your stress. So you're going to have to find clarity and truth. And that way you can move forward and travel towards, happier, creative, divine feminine energy endeavors. I see the Queen of Wands as the ultimate divine feminine. She is majestic and passionate and creative. Other than the Empress, I mean, look at her. She's, of course, she still has some ego issues. That's why she's not quite the Empress yet. But you have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So you have two out of the queens right here. And so, you've grown. Remember, we started off with pages and knights, but now you've got queens. So you have grown. You're just not seeing it because you got to cut away that negative thought, that negative self-talk. So that way you can move forward. So you'll be able to control those reins. Okay. We have a Joker card. I don't know why that was in there. We have the number 33, which is the clover. So you have luck. And number 33 is a synchronistic number. So things are moving for the better. You have the number 26, which is the park. It foretells new love. We have the number 18, and this is the lady. So that could be representing you if you can consider yourself the divine feminine. But this is telling me that you are growing into your Empress energy. Your divine feminine energy is growing. And, you know, as you heal, as you cut away bullshit, as you start becoming more creative, you start healing that divine feminine energy within yourself, whether you're a man or a woman. If you are a divine masculine energy, this is how you are gaining balance, by healing your feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. So you are healing that divine feminine and stepping into your divine feminine Empress energy. And in the process, being receptive to love coming in. This may be a new love. It may be love with your divine counterpart. Tell us the future. In the future, we have eternal love. See, to me, that's telling me you will come into union with your divine counterpart. That's the path that you're on. So we have mirror. You're mirroring each other. Lightning. You're going to have an epiphany, an aha moment. The chaser. So either you are going to start chasing or they're going to start chasing. We have the sword and the rose. Clarity and truth coming in. Keys on a ring with many options. So what I'm hearing is you're going to come into union, but you have to look and see that you are the chaser in this connection. And that's when you're going to, when you realize that and you get that truth and that information, because we have lightning bolt with the aha moment and the sword and the rose with truth, clarity coming in, and the chasers in between it. So this is telling me when you realize that you chasing and stalking and continuing to go forth is actually hindering your growth, and you actually have that revelation, that is when you're going to choose different options and you're going to actually grow and come into union. We have wishful thinking. You can change your reality by, you know, changing your thoughts into something that you'd rather have. People have a negative, when it comes to wishful thinking, oh, that's just wishful thinking. But they don't understand those wishful thinking causes dreams to come true, causes manifestations to happen. It's your programming that tells you that wishful thinking is negative. In the future, what's going on in the future? What's something they're getting in the future? What's happening in the future? One. So we have chemistry. So it's funny, you have mirror and you have magnetic. So you are going to be drawn magnetically back together with your mirror to this eternal love. Spontaneity, it says, you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. Loyalty, your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So the thing that I'm picking up is this is not by any means an easy journey for you. You're actually having a very difficult time in this contract, this connection, but you're going to get there. You're getting there. It's like pulling toenails. It's that sense that someone's just ripping your toenails off. You're like, oh. But the healing is coming. The union is coming. Trying to get one more card for you. We have dance. It says, move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. So that's probably some creative endeavor you could do as the Queen of Wands to get your body moving. You know, turn on some music, some frequencies, some binaural beats, and just flow with the music. Learn to let go and go with the flow. So, beautiful message for you. It was hard, and I'm going to have to say, I'll be honest. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a comment. Every time you comment, I enter your name into a raffle. So that way I draw a name at the end of the month for a free 30-minute reading. So please be sure to comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you feel drawn to do so. I would love to have you part of my little wild tribe. And if you're interested in a divine masculine, divine feminine conversation reading, information on that is in the description box. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, hello, pile 2. Let's look into the past, present, and future of this connection. If you see some smoke, it's because I had burnt some Palo Santo and some sage, trying to clear the space from pile 1. So, let's see what is going on in your connection. We're going to start with the past. These cards are a little tough right now to shuffle because they are brand new. I just got them in the mail. There was a gift from a subscriber. This is the beautiful Santa Muerte Tarot. Absolutely gorgeous deck. Thank you again, Tammy, for this beautiful gift. She went on my Amazon wish list and ordered these for me. Okay. What is your past connection? What is in your past with your connection? Okay. Bottom of the deck for your past, we have the Tower. So there were some forced changes that you had to go through in this connection. Wow. We have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So, I love this Tower card. Look at it. It reminds me of that scene in this old movie with called Labyrinth. Wow. All those stairs going in different directions. It's so cool looking. So you may feel kind of lost, like you're stuck in this labyrinth of staircases. It kind of reminds me also, I think there's a scene in one of the movies with the Harry Potter movies. I'm not familiar with the Harry Potter movies, so y'all that's real Harry Potter fans. Like, I like them, but I haven't really, I don't watch much TV or movies. But the first movie that I was talking about had, oh, what was his name? Who was that singer? It doesn't matter. Anyways, so with all these stairs, just, it's like you don't know what direction to go in. And you kind of feel kind of lost in the past. Like, it's like you've went through an abrupt change. Like you were forced to change directions right when you thought you was in your comfort zone, you was happy, you was peaceful, and all of a sudden, bam, there was some changes. But, and even though you went through those changes, it's like you're still trying to have hope in the past. You still tried to, and you kind of just, even though you was in a standstill, because we have the Two of Wands, forced changes that led you to try and have to make a choice, and you didn't know which choice to make. You might quite possibly sorry, I had to pause the video. I was coughing. Started having a coughing fit. So anyways, so even while you were still stuck in this chaos and all these problems and everything, you still held out hope, but you was able to, it's like you took yourself out of the box and kind of looked at it and thought, okay, I can do this or I can do this. And you knew you had choices to make, and you reflected on those choices, and then you made your decision, and you made your decision, you just stood by it. So you was just like, okay, now, and it's like this sense of you made your bed, and now you gotta lie in it, right? So that's the energy that I'm picking up with pile number 2. Possibly when your person came into your life, it's like the way you saw things, the way you believed them to be, you realized, all of a sudden it realized, that's not my truth at all. That's, that was the illusion, or, that's what I thought, when you was, what I'm seeing is possibly the type of scenario where, like, maybe you thought you was with your twin flame, and you just knew strongly that was your twin flame. And then this other person comes into your life, and it is just like threw your world upside down. And you had to stop. And I'm getting that you are someone who is developed spiritually already. You've already got some spiritual development. And so this situation, you knew how to take yourself out of the box, out of the equation, and kind of look at the situation without getting your emotions involved. And then you knew, it's like you intuitively, you knew which choice you had to make. But you did pause to think about it first. You did take that time to reflect and pause, and then you consciously made your decision. We have the number 26, the Park, talks about new love. So definitely this was new love came in and just threw your world upside down. Number 37, so this talks about assault coming against you, threatening you and your new person that's come in, whatever choice that you did make. Possibly the old person you was with still trying to come in and take what they thought was theirs, trying to get it back, trying to resurrect that. And you're like, no, I cut you out and I made my choice and I'm happy. But then also there's this air of possibly people coming in, maybe people around you not agreeing or questioning your choices. But you have to understand that you got to follow your own heart. We have number 17, the Fish. Fish often talks about assets and resources. And so this is something that you know, you feel possibly validated with. This is a connection that makes you feel validated and appreciated. We have the number 18, the lady. So this tells me that you probably are the divine feminine. And this person comes in and helps you, you know, we have number 40, which is wine, cheerfulness, helps you feel, again, appreciated, validated, loved, respected. All these things you wanted in the other person that you thought was your twin flame or high-level soulmate, your counterpart. This person you thought was your counterpart, you probably feel, you know, probably running around in circles trying to figure out, you know, why am I going through this? But then this other person comes along and they're like making you happy. You're cheerful, you're happy, you know, you're getting more into your creative energy. You know that this is a very valuable relationship connection, and it has love in it. And so you know, and you stand by the choice you made. You know that you're loved. You know you deserve to be loved. What else? What else about this past of this connection? So we have Lady de los Muertos, accept and equality. We have Cauldron, synergy and healing. Skull of Light, illumination. Barnbreak, sweetness and inner synergy. So you got synergy in two different cards. Synergy and synergy. So this tells me the new person that came in, number 1, the illumination, is like that aha moment. And it's like where previously with this other person, you felt like you was in a dark place. And then they come in, it's like, oh my God, I'm realizing that wasn't my person all along. They were here to teach me lessons and get me prepared for my person. And how sweet is it that once you accept the current situation, you made your choice, you found sweetness and a connection in your energy. You found that connection. But, you know, the whole key to acceptance and growth and getting to your happy place is to close off what was before. And you made that choice. And it looks so far, it looks like you made the correct choice, the right choice for you. We have mask, not showing true feelings, hiding, pretending, delude, gaslight. What I'm in bottom of the deck is the love call. So even when you are in communication with this new person, and I'm getting that this is a new connection because, you know, it shows these changes. This is just what I'm picking up. Possibly this person you don't, you know, it's like you haven't completely opened up to this person, even though y'all seem to communicate very well. And you have loving emotions for this person, but you have not revealed them. It's like you're still kind of guarding yourself. Like, just, it's like you're looking back at your past experiences and you're judging this new experience by your past instead of using it as a growing tool. So we have moderation and self-control. You are moderating. You're showing love and romantic feelings in moderation. New level of growth, but you need to go with the flow so you can grow. We have crisis and disappointment, helping others and mentor, and end of learning phase. So I really get with these that even though you're moderating yourself, to some degree, you kind of understand that this new person is a whole different phase. This is a whole different level. This is a whole playing field, a new ball game. You know, there is no more innings for the past person. You have gone past that. You had enough. It's like with the person in the past, you had all these tower moments, all these, you know, constantly being triggered, being disappointed, things not working out. There's too many roadblocks, too many open-end equations. And with this new person, that puts an end to that learning phase with that other person. That closes that off. You are ready to learn something new. So we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. We have freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So, you know, and it's funny because with this past energy, I'm getting a strong sensation of the ending of one and the beginning of another. And possibly with, you know, and as you release and let go of the binds and limitations of this past, I'm not taking all those, of this past person, you have the freedom to love the new person. Here we go. We have intuition. This tells me you need to follow your intuition. Not only that, but it tells me what I'm seeing is that there is this high-level connection with this person. Intuitively, you know this new person is your true soul counterpart. You intuitively know. It's like you're getting this wisdom from the divine, from ancestors. I'm just seeing this as a portal, and you getting information, downloads. You may even use a pendulum often. You're learning to flow with your, look at this water, with your emotions, and you're using tools and intuition. But what I'm mostly getting is you're getting help from your ancestors, from those that's passed on before you, those that, some spirits, possibly. You may be someone who connects to spirits. You connect easily with soul guides, with a soul tribe. You connect easily with beings from other realms. And you connect with your person, your new person. And love is blooming. This love is blooming. You no longer feel, intuitively I'm picking up that possibly this other person in the past, it was like, I'm getting this sense of kind of just wanting to pull out your hair, not really knowing. It's like, where's this going? Can you tell me where this is going? I don't feel like, you know, it's like this loss of control and this sense of being lost and not having any direction. Again, like this Tower card, okay? But then this new person comes in and they freed you from that bondage with that other person, because it kind of felt like a bondage. And you're open to love this new person. So let's get these out of the way, and then we will look into your current energy. Okay. So what is going on with your current energy in your connection? What is going on now, currently? The present. What's going on with Pile 2's present situation? Remember, also only take the messages that resonate in your situation. Throw out the rest. If it don't fit, don't force it. We ain't got enough loot for that. Okay, there's quite a bit, it looks like, going on in your current situation. I hear my baby out there crying. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. We have... Let me check on my baby just a minute. Okay, I just had to check. He was crying because his diaper was getting changed. He always cries. He don't like his diaper changed. Anyways, so we have for your current energy right now, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands, which to me tells me there's, you know, there's growth in here, and it's reaching for the skies. It's got higher vibration, and it's this opportunity for continued growth. We have the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Cups, I'm sorry. Was I thinking that was the 2? That's a Three of Cups. The King of Wands. The Two of Cups. There's the Two of Cups. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands and Judgment. So currently, there is opportunity for growth here. There is growth. You are now at a new level of growth. Not only, you know, on your soul journey, your soul mission, your soul growth, but in this connection as well, you're continuing to grow with this connection. The Ten of Wands lets me know that he's coming to the close of a cycle. You may have felt like you was overwhelmed in the past. It kind of reminds me of the Sleeping Beauty story where she's put to sleep, and while she's asleep, her castle's overgrown with vines. And anyway, so it's coming to the end of that cycle where you're no longer being swallowed up by the thorny brush and vine in the bushes that seem to have overtaken you in the past with the past person. All those stresses are coming to an end. You're gaining new clarity and understanding, possibly more downloads. To me, I see this as more downloaded information and guidance from the higher realms. And it's like what I'm seeing in my head is information coming down through your crown chakra into your understanding, in more clarity and aha moments coming in. This is you're freed up. As you're freed up from all of this, it's like it was blocking your crown chakra from downloading in the past, and now that you're clearing that out, you're able to process and understand what spirit and the divine energy source has been trying to tell you. We have the Three of Cups, which tells me that not only, you know, and it's like this sword has come through, and look at that. It's like it's come through and cut all these vines down with this new connection. And it's not only that, not only has it lightened off your burden and your heavy load on your shoulders, but it has also, as it's lightened the load, your weight's becoming lighter, so to speak, your energy weight. And so you're elevating, you're getting a higher vibration, which means a higher emotional and mental state as well, because what happens in the spirit happens in the physical, that, you know, what we see, taste, hear, and smell. And so as you evolve and get higher, not only that, but it has such a chain reaction that as you become lighter in mood and happier and joyful and be able to play around more, you're also able to manifest more, because see how that just kind of works that way. You have the King of Wands, which tells me you still have decisions to make. You're still making those decisions. But you're standing in your decisions. You are, you know, you've leveled up to the king. So, you know, that you have all these, you still have, what I'm hearing is you have all these ambitions, okay? And all this wisdom from this download's coming in. And it's pushing you to aim higher towards your ambitions. It's like you're revved up now to really, it's like the engines where you may have seemed like you was kind of like, I've seeing in my head, I'm seeing some wheels. Like I'm seeing actual wheels made out of like wood, like, you know, like you would see on the Flintstones or some crap, or made out of rock, and it's like stuck in the mud, stuck in a rut, and you couldn't get it going because it was so weighed down. But now that now that's clearing out, it's like you're being revved up. Your engines, I can just see Fred Flintstone's feet just real fast, trying to, you know, you're reaching those ambitions. And I'm thinking it has something to do with this person, because they're elevating you higher. Why you are in communication. There is communication here, because we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, we have Judgment. So in the current energy, you are in communication, aka you are in a union with this person. Even if you're not physically with this person in 5D, you are, look at that light, you are in union with this person. This 3D visual of a separation, if you are in one, if you are physically at a distance with your person, do understand that in 5D and higher realms, you are in union. Y'all have found each other. We have this Judgment card. You have found each other. And in so doing, this person helps to encourage you to reach your goals and go towards your ambitious desires, whatever it is you have going. They are encouraging you. They love you. This is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. This is the person. Look how he feeds the water into her cup. They feed, she reaches in and she keeps his heart going. She keeps pumping it, and he keeps feeding her full of love. So, I mean, this is so beautiful. You feed each other. Nine of Wands. So you had a hell of a time with this growth in the past, but now in the current situation, even though, because look, you are so strong, you have withheld all the shit that was meant to hold you back and hold you down. But instead of giving up or giving in, now you're reaping a harvest. And then we have Judgment. So, you know, this is new family, new soul family coming in. All these people from your soul family are all of a sudden showing up. They're showing up to help with your ambition. Everyone's getting on the ride, baby. All right. So let's pull some more cards. Current energy in this connection. Okay. So we have the number 29. This is the mouse. Denotes loss by theft. Nearby, it denotes recovery after great difficulty. So it's nearby, so you're having recovery after all this difficulty. Number 32, the mountains nearby indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. You still have someone in your connection, in your surrounding physical reality that is not actually a friend to you. They are actually someone that's trying to hold you down. It may be this person from the past that's still trying to weigh in their opinions, still trying to bombard you. We have the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. So possibly what that's saying is you need to put the brakes on this person in the past. Let them know that it's over. Sorry. The underworld, to me, that's death. You need to put an end to it. So there's been a pause. And now with this new beginning, this new love, and the way it's taking off, there's new growth. Those weeds, those vines are all being chopped down. But also what I'm hearing from my guides is that you might want to pause and try and think about who this is that's trying to cause your blockage. If you don't think it's the person in the past, we're talking about present energy. And that person in the past is over. We have the Ten of Wands. That's closing. That's the past. So I'm hearing for most of you, this is someone in your present energy, your friend list, your friends. We have Camera. Reminiscing keeps a perception. Learn from the past. Make memories. So, but when I see that, what I'm seeing is someone is still watching you. Someone is still watching you, possibly still watching the other person. In my peripheral vision, I just saw a snake. And I promise you, I don't have no snakes in my bedroom. Big black snake slithering outside the side of my side eye, my peripheral vision. So that tells me you do have stabbed in the back. You got someone who is stabbing you in the back. This is supposed to be about your love connection, but there's someone that doesn't agree with your connection. We have clock, needs time. In time, you're going to find out who this is. It's going to break your heart because this is someone you really care about. Butterfly, your relationship is evolving. So, this relationship is evolving to the next phase. But you do have to get over this heartbreak from the person from the past. So quite possibly for many of you, I'm getting that it is the person from the past trying to sabotage this connection. They may be trying to sabotage your ambition. If they don't know about the new person. They just may be sabotaging you altogether out of resentment. Out of feeling like they've been left, heartbroken. You know, some of you have friends that are stabbing you in the back. They don't mean, you know, maybe there's many reasons why people may do this. Maybe it's for jealousy because your attention isn't on them anymore. But there's someone who's severely jealous of you. Someone who's trying to sabotage you. See, because of your positive transition. You're making changes in your life and they don't feel like they're included. You have special skills and knowledge now. These downloads you're getting. Higher love. That's like a Joker card, but I kept it in there because to me, that's it has cards that say soulmate and things like that, but nothing that says twin flame. And so when I went through this deck, I thought that's my twin flame card. So you have a twin flame. This new person, this person you're currently with, is your twin flame. And they are, you know, they also have special skills and knowledge as well, is what I'm hearing. We have joyful times. This person makes you very happy. This new person. I'm hearing they're probably teaching you things. Look, achievement, good fortune. They're teaching you also how to reach your goals. They've got I'm hearing little tidbits of information they give you that help you. Okay, we have keep an open mind. So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So mostly what I'm getting, though, is just to keep an open mind. What's funny is I see a masculine here. We have a Cupid, but I'm hearing your connection is divinely protected. But what I'm looking at is how the Cupid is pointing a finger. And so she's protected by this Cupid. Another Cupid's pointed at this girl. So I'm getting that this is the friend, like telling you intuitively. You're getting intuitive messages. Don't trust this person. You know, you've got a close friend that is bashing. And with this picture, I'm getting that the energy is the person isn't meaning to harm you. They just don't have the same type of connection you do and don't quite understand it. Tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So this is someone you love. Someone you probably get opinions from. But there's been times that you felt like you just tolerated her or him, however it resonates for you. And this person does mean well. They do mean well. They just, There's some jealousy in their heart is what I'm sensing. I don't sense that they're a bad person or that they're evil, or I don't even sense that they're someone who likes to stir up gossip or trouble. They're just in their own way. I think they're kind of trying to watch out for you because they don't understand this connection. We have passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. So, and I see this, even though it's a unicorn, I'm seeing like a phoenix where, you know, you're getting fired back up again about your ambition, about your goals. You have an idea that you have set that you want to get to. And this person is just, your twin flame is just as passionate about it as you are. And this new person, don't question yourself. This is your twin flame. This is your counterpart. Of course, that's what I usually do readings on. But it looks like in your past, you questioned and you felt like the person in your past was your divine counterpart. So I'm getting a sense that it possibly has led you to believe that you don't really know who it is. Like you're kind of confused. But Spirit is telling me that this person you're with now, this person that you have this passion and the joyful times and happiness with, the one who pushes you to do your best and be your best and helps you, you know, gives you the oomph to achieve your goals. This is your true soulmate, your twin flame. So let's look at the future between you and your person. Okay. What is going on in the future? What's coming in the future for this connection, Spirit? I do want to put this out here that the future is fluid because energy is fluid. You make thousands of decisions a day, you and your person. So with that being said, this is not a definite thing because things can change. But if things are continuing the way they are right now, we are looking at the future that will happen, a possible future, if you continue making decisions like you are making right now. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. New beginning, taking that leap of faith. Underneath it was the Page of Cups, so that's telling me taking a leap of faith when it comes to love. We have the Eight of Swords. The Knight of Cups. The Star. The Eight of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. Let me just get my messages here, because I don't just, you know, that's something that me and my daughter Brittany, and then of course Lisa, and she probably don't realize it yet, but she's like us, and there's many of us like us that we're not like other tarot readers. We don't just read you the cards. We're going to tell you what our messages are. So let me just go ahead and get these messages that I'm getting. Okay, so what I'm seeing, okay, is in the future, if you continue on the choices that you're making now, a possible future timeline is that you will be starting this new venture, this new adventure, taking this leap of faith, packing your bags and your suitcase. You may even, for some of you, you may be moving to another continent, another city, another place, transforming and just packing up and going. It is not going to happen without some fear. Eight of Swords usually has to talk about feeling like you are bound or restricted, tied up, not being able to do nothing. But with this, it's like what I'm seeing is the storm coming. And it's just brewing like a tornado, right? the lightning and the wind blowing and possibly hail. But you and your people, you have your swords drawn. You're not going to go down without a fight. You and your person, you're going to be prepared for any kind of pitfall that could happen. So this is telling me that you're not going to be bound. You're prepared instead of being bound. Of course, this looks like a skull. So you're coming up against your fears, you and your person. You're going to come up against your fears, but you're prepared. You're prepared because you want this. You want this. You want this love. This love is coming in. So the Knight of Cups. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to move in with your person. You may just be movement towards this romantic endeavor, where in the past, you pretty much didn't open up very well. You kind of kept your emotions to yourself. You're going to be more expressive. Messenger, the Knight of Cups, messengers. So you're going to be more adept to, okay, I'm going to face my fears, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to express how I truly feel, and I'm going to hold on to my hope of what I truly want. This is two energies coming together. This is a masculine and the feminine coming together. This is, light coming out of the darkness. This is hope. And even though, the Eight of Cups lots of times talks about walking away. But what I see with this one is, see, her cups are on top of her head, and she's trying to make sure she doesn't spill them. Some of them are spilling, but she's not, but when I see that, I'm seeing she's expressing her love. She's trying to be balanced, but yet express her love. No longer letting fear hold her back, but actually expressing it. And when that one little drop turns into two little drops, turns to three little drops, oh my, look at the rain pour. It's going to come down like a little flood. So in the future, not withholding, not holding back, you actually expressing yourself, honey, the bottom's going to fall out. That love is going to come raining in. Your cup is going to be filled to the brim. It's going to be filled to overflowing. Because what you put out, you're going to get back. Number 42 says, Amor is a sign that someone is looking at you with great love and longing. Number 45, the order denotes honor and recognition of labor. So this is being validated. Someone who respects you, honors you, loves you. Number 19, this card represents the gentleman. So that's your divine masculine energy, giving you that love, that support, that respect. Validating your feelings and emotions and letting you know that, yes, you are lovable and you deserve love and you are beautiful and I think you're amazing and you're the light of my life. And yes, I love you just as much as you love me. Spirit, their future energy, please. We have eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. That's your soulmate. Many lives together. Your twin flame. This is your forever after, happily ever after. Of course, there are always issues in every connection, and it's not going to always be happy. We have boat, receiving what you need. When I see the boat, I see in my head, I see the Six of Swords. We have not today. So it says not dealing and hurt, but what I'm hearing is this is someone that you're not going to be hurt from. Grim Reaper is going to put an end to that pain with that Cupid's love. Battery's almost dead. I'm going to have to charge my phone before I finish pile 3. This is a longer reading than I expected. So we have transformation, pausing to reflect, spiritual enlightenment, traditional relationship, soulmate, and soulmate. So you got soulmate twice. So in the future, there will be, it seems like you've got pause to reflect quite a bit. I think you got that for your present energy, I think. Also, so you're not ever going to be someone who rushes into it. Even if you want to, you know that this is a transformative connection. This is a high-level twin flame soulmate connection. It is a transformative healing connection. But you're one of the twin flames that's actually going to have a traditional relationship. Not all twin flames have a traditional relationship, but you are going to be successful in the endeavor of coming together into union. Look, having a honeymoon, religious factors, this is your soulmate. And with honeymoon and religious factors together, this just tells me that I'm hearing wedding bells in my head. So this tells me that maybe exchanging some type of vows in the future. Don't get overly excited, because that it doesn't tell me how far in the future, right? We have patience. Just when I was saying, don't say how long in the future, then the patience card comes out. So, you know, that word, those two words, divine and timing. You got a lot to do before wedding bells, though, because you have this business coming off the ground. If you're focused on preparing for a wedding, you can't do your business, right? So that's going to be later on down the road. And it will be an adventure. Says, dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. What was I saying with this Fool card? I hate it when I'm right. Not really. Not really. I don't hate it when I'm right. I love it because I like to gloat. So, I hope this resonated. Don't forget to leave a comment, because every time you comment, I will add your name to the raffle at the end of the month for a free 30-minute reading. Every time you comment, I'm going to enter your name into the drawing. So, also, please check out in the description box for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading that me and Brittany offer. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'm going to get moved to pile 3. Okay, hello, pile 3. Let's look and see what is the past, present, and future of your connection. Sit down, get comfortable. This is probably going to be a long reading. The other two have been. If you see some smoke, it's just where I've burnt some sage and some Palo Santo to clear the energy from the other two piles. Let's look into the past energy of your connection. Pile 3. What is the past of your connection? We got the 10 of Cups coming right out the bat. Wow. Was it love at first sight? I mean, come on now. You may have loved each other forever. For lifetimes. I'm hearing you didn't fall in love quickly. You was already in love. You've been in love. You've loved them forever. Bottom of the deck is a Strength card. So in the past, we're looking for your past. It started off strong. Wow. This is definitely an ascension connection. It's like the masses, the society, everyone's drawn to this. Oh, look at the beautiful light. Look at what we're programmed. But not you and your beast. You and your counterpart are going your own path. You've went past where you're not even drawn to the media, to the programming of this society. No longer drawn to the voices that say, here, here. You are ascending together. So this lifetime, you know, is like... I'm not getting a sense of a beginning. I'm getting a sense of a continuation. It's always been the two of you. And of course, you have the 10 of Cups. So you started off strong. It was immediate soul recognition and soul love between you. 4 of Wands. Talking about coming out strong. After lifetimes, it's like I'm hearing you made a vow, a promise in past life, one of your past lives together, that you would always find each other in every lifetime. This is so different than the first two. We have the Fool. So in this lifetime, when you came together in this lifetime, let me fix that camera. There, that's better. When you came together in this lifetime, it was that, oh my God, exhilaration, because he's about to come off the cliff. We have the masculine sun, the feminine moon in one card. We already see you came together in this lifetime in union. You came together in union. And it's this moment of exhilaration where you found each other again. 2 of Cups. I mean, oh my God. This is definitely, I mean, you got the Strength card, the number 8, Infinity. The 10 of Cups, which is ultimate true love fulfillment. The 4 of Wands, which is union. Marriage, commitment, all, you know, that hand fasting. We have the Fool. You know, taking that leap of faith. 2 of Cups, definite soulmate. For some of you, for many of you watching this, this is a same-sex connection. It's a beautiful connection. You know, we have the same sexes here, the same sex here. You don't have to be, but a lot of you may resonate. This is beautiful. Spirit, tell us about this connection. The past of this connection. What a beautiful past it looks like it started off to be. It started off beautiful. I don't know how you can, how do you get any better than that? We have the number 24. Hand in hand, just like the hand fasting. Confiding. Friendship. Friendship will warm into love. Wow. So you was already friends. There was already love there. Number 13, the snake. There's, there's a snake in your garden. So there's probably someone whispering in your ear, or the person's ear, maybe a mutual friend that, is programmed. Because this is an ascension connection. I'm hearing there's the negative entities and attachments that we have to ascend past. Possibly I'm hearing you may consider yourself star seeds, light workers, and the heroes against the darkness. There is a level of something sinister that keeps that's trying to be between you. But y'all's not focused on that. No, you're not. You wasn't in the past. It doesn't matter what tries to keep you apart. You are traveling together. I mean, you're in hand in every card except for the Fool card. Even the number 24, you're hand in hand. Like nothing of this world, no darkness can keep you apart. What else of the past, Spirit? Tell us about their past. We have the apple, risk and reward. So you've been tested in your past to take risks. Did you take that risk? Did you take that risk? You take an apple. That reminds me of the book, the storybook of what is it? Snow White, where her evil stepmother gives her the poisoned apple. And the story, in Genesis, where Eve eats the forbidden fruit from the snake. This, for some of you, your person may seem like the forbidden fruit. May feel like you love each other so much, but there's something there like you feel like to do the right thing. Like you gotta make choices and do the right thing. Should you chance going on with this love? What are other people going to think? What are your family going to think? How are you going to be judged? Should you do this to yourself? Should you do this to them? Is this true love or is it poison? Is the reward worth the risk that you have to take? To take a bite of this beautiful, delicious, juicy apple. It's mouth-watering. It's inviting. It feels almost like temptation. The happiness is so surreal. Is it really true love? Are you really worth true love? Is what I'm hearing. You're asking yourself, am I really worth this? Or is this just another, I've had so much crap in this life. Is this just another temptation that's coming in to taunt me? We have photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. You or your person like to look at the photographs you've had of each other taken together, the photographs you've taken together, possibly even at each other's social media. You may stalk each other's social media. It's like, because we have nostalgia and missing you, there's some type of separation here. I'm getting that has to do with the snake, whatever. I'm seeing the snake as like, because there's mountains in the background of this picture too. And it's like, maybe because of COVID, but there's something that's forming you to you're physically having to be separated. None of the cards show this except for photograph, but I see it in my head. You want to reach out and You miss each other immensely. We have coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment. The moments that you do to get together, whether that, I'm not sensing that not all of you, it's not over a cup of coffee. Lots of you, maybe you've had lunches together, had like lunch dates or meetings. But the times that you have spent together has been the most fulfilling that you've had in a very long time. You have great conversation. It's like you just mesh together so well. But right now, because in the past, it just started off magnificently. But for some reason right now, for whatever reason that is, you're in a separation. But I'm not sensing it's a separation of, like, you're in union. You're in union, but you're physically separated, if that makes any sense. You converse. You probably talk on the phone or send each other text messages, or you communicate through your social media. You look at each other's photographs. You long for each other. And I'm saying it in the present tense. So, but I'm asking about your past tense. So, you know, you started off strong, but then it eventually had a separation. And I'm saying it in the present tense, so possibly many of you are still physically separated. So we have craftsmanship. So possibly you may be separated due to work. Whatever it is that you work on, possibly I'm seeing and hearing working on yourself. And Spirit's reminding me when there's a forced separation, it's because there's something that needs to be healed. And what that needs to be healed is the loss issues, where you've lost people in your past. Sometimes over the years, especially as we grow up and get older, it's like people just kind of disappear from our life. And they go about their business, and it's like they forget, you know, about their BFF, the one they always had by their side. And then, you know, you feel like you've been abandoned or left behind. And so what you're working on is healing those issues, so that way you don't have to fear taking a bite of what you see might be as forbidden fruit. Like, I'm not allowed to love. I don't have the right to love. I'm not allowed to love. I'm not in the position to love. I'm not worthy to love. And I don't have anything to give. So you're having to heal this so that you can see that, yes, you are worthy to be loved, and you're worthy to give love. We have transformation. So in this separation, in the past, there has been transformation and a realization this is your soulmate. This is your person. You've realized that. You had to put the work in to realize that, but you did realize it. Children. So you may have known each other when you were children. You also may have children. Each of you have children of your own. Take it how it resonates for you. Some of you may actually have children together. But when I see the children card, for some reason, in my head, I'm seeing the Six of Cups. So not only have you maybe known each other as children, you bring nostalgic memories to each other, but you may have had past lives together, which I've already picked up on that, because this felt like a continuation when you found each other in this life. It didn't feel like finding each other. It felt more like, you know, not discovering each other for the first time, but more like continuing where you left off in a past life. So what did you learn in this past? What did you learn in the past together. What have you learned in the past? What are you learning during this separation and during the past, Spirit, please? Oh, there it comes. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. You're learning how to open up. You're learning how to give love, how to receive love, how to be affectionate with your person, how to give and take equally. That just because, you know, oftentimes if we see something that looks too good to be true, right? Sometimes it may look too good to be true. Sometimes it's also true. Sometimes it's not really forbidden fruit. Sometimes it's that perfect fit because it was meant for us. Freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. So what I'm seeing is, so a lot of you have had to make choices in this to, you know, let go of control issues. Not hold on too tightly to your person, to let them grow and expand and evolve. And you just kind of have a sense of you just sitting back and watching them flourish, watching them grow, watching them evolve to a higher spiritual being. Because they're together, they're flying, they're up in the air with wings. And it looks so peaceful. And possibly because it does seem like forbidden fruit, this energy, possibly you feel like you can't give this person love because you need to free yourself from some other situation. Okay, so that's the past energy. Let's look and see what the current energy is. Spirit, what is the current energy of this connection? What is the current energy of this connection? What is the current energy of this connection, Spirit? Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. So when I look at this card, what I'm getting for this connection is soul family, soul tribe. The number 3, 333 might be significant for you. It's the number 3 with the 333. Celebrating, happy. Just that your soul family is coming together. Celebration. Possibly the end of the separation is coming or about to. We have Judgment. 2 of Swords. The Moon. And Page of Cups. So, with this Judgment card, so the reason why you're so happy that joy is coming to your soul is because there is reunion, a resurrection of this connection. It's rising back up like the phoenix. You know, remember, that it's like the evil snake and the evil negativity and the things of this world trying to keep you apart, probably burn what you have away, but through the fire, it's like what was no longer serving you is burnt away, and what's left is rising higher. Higher evolution, higher density, higher dimensions, higher ascension. Together, you're rising higher. You're rising back out of the ash. And you have the Two of Swords. So, you have decisions to make. So you're at a moment, and I love that she's got the yin yang on her shirt. So this tells me that you are together. You're in union. So don't ever mistake and think that you're not, because you are. Just because appearances look like maybe you're not, and you know you have decisions to make, and you don't know, we have the moon, so you don't know which decision is the best decision to make, but you know you want to make that decision out of your heart. It's like possibly before you was thinking from a place of logic and fear, because a lot of people don't realize logic. You really need to think with your heart, and to make you happy, you move with your heart. So you're in a moment of pause, in a moment of stillness. Not an indecision. I don't see this as indecision. I feel like it's an energy of pausing, looking towards she's looking towards the distance and evaluating and looking into the unknowns, the depths. I'm hearing the depth because the moon, you know, it's got the water and it's so deep. And not only you have feelings that's so deep, we have the Page of Cups, but the cycles. Moon has to do with cycles. So you're looking off to see, when can you give this message of love? Pages are messengers. So when can you, you know, get together and celebrate this love? When can you do this? When can you share that emotion and that love that you have in your heart, those romantic feelings, that romantic love? When do you get to celebrate that? There's a lot of water in these cards, even in the past and in the present. So you may have a lot of water in your chart. You or your person. You may feel things deeply. You may be able to, spirits tell me you can feel you can feel your person's emotions. When they have a dark day, you feel it. I'm not taking all those. You see a big old wad of cards? We have the key. So things are moving along. Things are going to be successful, happy, vibrant. We have the number 30, the roads. So you're at a crossroads here. It talks about dark clouds, misadventure, evil consequences, but that's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you have the key. So you have the way to find your happiness. You already have the answer that you need within, that you're looking off into the distance for. Whatever you're searching your soul for, whatever you're searching for, you already have that answer for this connection in the present. Whatever you're trying to decide, you know, you already know to follow your heart. Are you going to lead it towards happiness, the sunshine? Okay. We have werewolf, exploring wildness. So it's getting to the point where it's like you can't hold the beast within anymore. You're like, you can't hold back that desire to be with your person. You can't hold back that love you have. It just wants to burst free. So maybe the next full moon, you'll get to see your person, be with your person again, because there's a full moon here, there's a full moon there. We have trick or treat, mischief or play, mischief and play. So you want to be playful with your person. Seeing them is a treat. Being with them is a treat. Being around them is like, possibly I'm hearing also, for the two of you, your favorite Halloween may be your favorite holiday. You both also may be intuitive. You may be able to speak to those that's passed on. You may be have mediumship abilities, and you mirror each other. And okay, so I'm getting a little naughty message here about the treat. So I'm just gonna put it like that. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Then you also have the veil for the future. It's like the future is, you're blinded. You don't know what the future brings. And that's why you're like, oh, should I do it? Should I not? You're still in that pause. And the pause is due to not knowing what the future holds for you. But, you know, like Spirit is telling me to remind you that you do have the key. You do have the key to your happiness and your person's. Are you going to use the key? Are you going to unlock your heart? Are you going to move towards the sunshine and the happiness? Are you going to release that caged beast? We have heartbroken. So, you know, you don't want to be heartbroken. You know, you're sad because you're still feeling like you're in separation. You're grieving and mourning your person. You may have had some sadness, some depression lately. But happiness is coming. Happiness is coming. You got the key, your happiness. Talking. You still talk to this person. Y'all are in communication. But it's just not being able to, you know, she's got the veil on her eye. So what I'm hearing is that you just can't see that your person. Like, you want to see them sitting across the table from you. You want to see them and talk to them face to face. You want to feel that hug, that closeness, that bond. You know, sometimes we get tired of having to feel each other energetically. We want that connection. We want that affection. We crave touch, physical touch, and seeing our person right there in front of us. Self-sufficient. So special knowledge and skills. What I'm hearing with this is, for some reason, I want the self-sufficient. But what I'm hearing is you or your person don't want to be a burden on each other. This might be your energy. And it's probably you because you're probably mirroring each other. But do know that, and you know, you may have the sense that you don't need anybody. But it doesn't have anything to do with needing anybody. It has to do with loving each other. And do know that you both have your own, you may be mirrors, but you do have your own unique characteristics that just make the bond perfect. You know, it might quite possibly be your knowledge, your strength, your know-how, and your person's creativity, and it meshes together and builds something amazing. Whatever it is for your connection, the two of you go together. We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, you know, this just tells me that we have attraction. You attract romantic love and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. But what these are telling me is, again, I'm getting that sense of the soul family. You have a family together, a soul family together. And that help is there if you need it. For y'all, you know, to be able to communicate, to get together. And above all else, y'all are friends first. Y'all's not going to lose that. You have such strong attraction towards each other. The pheromones, y'all, I'm seeing pheromones in my head. So the pheromones between each other are extreme attractors for you, whether you realize it or not. And you and your person are worth waiting for. You know, I don't feel like you have to worry about your person finding someone else. They're happy with you. They're very happy with you, and you're happy with them. And it's like there's just one little thing, it's like to move this connection. I'm just getting a strong sense of moving this connection into the next level, possibly, or a higher commitment. And there's like this pause there. We have vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. You see the bigger picture of this connection. You know, you have an idea of where you want it to go. You're no longer fighting your fears of this connection or of love or of being loved. But now you are embracing it. In the now, you have a vision of what you want for the future. But it's like you're in that pause, waiting for the right time, the right moment. What else do you want to tell us for the now? We have receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. So, in the now, it's like you are opening up to be able to receive this love. Where in the past you may have been a little bit closed off. You came in with this sense of a continuation from where you left off, from probably a different lifetime. Is it's just like you just click together, like it is like magic. It's just like you were always meant to be together. You are the same person. There is no two soulmates completing each other, because you're already complete. However, you're the same. You're the same. And so it was just like embracing yourself all over again, and learning to, learning to love yourself and being happy. But then there's this separation that happened, and it's like during the separation, you've learned to outgrow the fear that maybe, this is just too good to be true. What can I do here? What can I offer? All those different fears that come up, possibly, whatever they are for your situation. Now let's look and see what the future holds. And I do want to say that futures are not guaranteed, because energy is fluid. We make thousands of decisions every single day. So your decisions affect your future. So we're going to look and see what is a possible future for you and your person if you continue making the same choices that you are currently making. What is the future of this connection? Oops. So, got all these cards here. Let me get these up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things moving in a more positive direction. Destiny. Your fate. This is your destiny. You have all four corners of the earth, every element of the universe. You have all the elements coming together to make sure this unfolds. The universe is conspiring to bring the two of you into not just physical union, but in not just a 5D union, but physical union as well. The universe is conspiring to make that happen. We have the Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Temperance, Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Like that Ace of Wands. I love the Ace of Wands. Do you know why I love the Ace of Wands? Aces are always new beginnings. Wands is fire energy. So fire energy is action. It's a new beginning in action. It is happening for you. So that is why I love the Ace of Wands. It's also, depending on how you're looking at it, if I was doing a sexual reading, this is the, he wants to give you the big stick card. But that's not what we're talking about. So, so Five of Wands. So, in the future, so you may have people in your, maybe in your family, maybe friends, people in your, that give you their 2 cents, that doesn't quite understand this type of connection. But if you step outside, see how he stepped out? If you step outside of their little, what all they got to say, and stop listening to what all their 2 cents is, you'll step back and look, this is some funny shit, because they're not hitting a piñata, they're hitting a bee's nest, and they're gonna ultimately piss you the fuck off if they don't watch out, because you're the king. Whether you're a male or female, you may call your person your king, or you may call them your queen. Sorry about that. I felt a sneeze coming on. So I had to pause the video because I was going to sneeze. So King of Pentacles. So you may have taken your time to get to union, to get to where you're wanting to go, but slow and steady wins the race. And you got there. In the future, you're going to get there. Not only does the King of Pentacles work hard to get where he's at, but he makes sure it's done right. He makes sure that there's steady growth and steady progress. And there's plenty of abundance in love. There's going to be abundance in this love connection, abundance to you in your physical realm, in your 3D realm. It's like you started off as the fool, taking that leap of faith, and now you've come into your kingdom, and you're also, we have temperance. So this lets me know that there is balance. There will be balance between you and your counterpart. The mixing of the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine, in perfect balance. And coming together, the logic with the emotion in perfect harmony. The healing, there's a healing to this relationship. And the sun's coming out. The tulips are blossoming. So tulips are, very significant when it comes to success, happiness, love. We have Queen of Pentacles. There's honesty and truth and authenticity in your connection. Faithfulness, monogamous. Three of Pentacles, monogamous to each other, working well together. You're creating your empire together. You are creating a lifestyle together, coming together and making it happen. So in the future, there will be a new beginning together. You're going to actively do this together. There's all these pentacles. So you're both going to put the work into this connection together and start something new together. We have the number 34, the star. Your dreams are going to come true. Number 30. There will be, again, we got some quarrels. Some people not understanding, you know. But I thought you said you'd never. Or, well, a person can change their mind. There may, I don't even know where that thought came from. But, it's like they're not going to understand this connection. We have Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. So, remember we saw that, what was it? The Judgment card. Pretty much the same message for your present. You know, talking about you resurrecting, the going to see each other again, and through the ashes, here comes this new love. You know, this is, I'm seeing like where a forest has a forest fire and everything burns down to ash, right? But then you go back later and you can see little sprouts, green sprouts coming up from the ground, where there's regeneration and rebirth and regrowth. This love will keep on transforming. It will keep growing and keep growing. It's not going to stop. You've been together for lifetimes. You're going to be together for many more. We have healing heart. So you're still healing some things. We have golden mirror. So you're healing one-sided relationships and narcissism. So you'll still be healing these in the future, but you'll be doing it together. You know, this is where you've been burned. You've been burned through narcissistic relationships. You've been burned from toxic, addictive people that you thought was there for you, but then they weren't. And now your wishes are coming true. You're rising up out of those ashes. You've learned through all those messages. My text went off. You've learned through all those lessons. You've learned through your solitude, your separation. You've learned your lessons. You've done your healing. You may have had to retreat. There may be times that you kind of feel overwhelmed from this love. But the thing about this retreat is you're no longer retreating away from your person. Your person's no longer retreating away from you. You are retreating together because they're together. It doesn't show them separated. Y'all disconnecting from the world together very soon. So that's going to happen very soon. You're going to be very satisfied. It says, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. You're no longer going to worry about what these people say. You're no longer going to worry about, you know, what these people say. We have humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. You realize you're on a different path than these other people. That what their opinions are don't even matter anymore. because you're going to find your own happiness. What they've went through, what they've experienced, doesn't define your experience, because your experience, your connection is totally different from theirs, because you're on a soul mission. You're on a soul journey. You have a twin flame. You have someone who is your soul. They are you. Prosperity. So you will find prosperity in this connection. Everything is coming together abundantly. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a really long pick a card reading, but I appreciate all of you. Remember, don't forget to comment, because every time you comment, I add your name to the raffle for a free 30-minute personal reading. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.